I'm Natalia Perarnau, co-founder of Kids and Us. I love what I do and I would do it again.
How do you get into the flow?
By letting myself be creative.
What makes you happy?
I love it when I'm surrounded by beauty.
How do you cope with success?
Working and keeping myself down to earth.
You created something big and something amazing with your husband. There are now hundreds and thousands of children studying using your method. Do you remember how it all started? Do you remember the first moment that the idea came to you?
Yeah, I remember the times when I felt really frustrated because my students I used to be a teacher, a traditional teacher, and my students wouldn't achieve a good communication level of English. So that was very frustrating as a teacher, especially when you are trying your hardest. But the turning point for me was when my daughter was born, because I really wanted her to speak English, but I was not ready to speak to her in English all the time. So what I did was do something with her in English 10 minutes a day. And at the age of 2, when I saw that she could understand quite a lot and she could even make very simple sentences, I realized that my approach to teaching English was not right. I realized that I had to do the whole thing differently and, more important, start really, really early.
You've had great success. Now, looking back over the whole thing, how do you deal with it, knowing what all you've built?
Honestly, I deal with success working. I don't like looking at everything I have done because it's a bit too overwhelming for me. So I prefer to focus on what I have ahead of me and just keep going.
And along this journey, you've made lots of mistakes as well. Is there something you would have done differently, or what do you even think about making mistakes?
I think that you need to make mistakes to get better. It's part of the learning process. I like the quote that goes that only the mediocre are at their best at all times.
Are you planning your future? Are you an organized person, or do you follow your intuition?
I always follow my intuition. I'm very organized on a daily basis, so I like to get things done, things that I have to do. I like to get them done and on time, but I like to go with the flow, so I prefer not to plan much.
You do a lot of things these days, developing teaching methods and doing marketing and all sorts of other things. What is it you love most about what you do? What is the essence of it?
What I love most about what I do is being able to do what I want to do. So I have no barriers. I can do whatever I feel like doing, and I always listen to whatever inspires me. So I don't go about my routine saying for next month I need to do this or that. So I just watch. I'm an observer. I like to watch things and watch people and listen to parents, listen to kids. And from that I draw lots of inspiration. And then that's when I decide, okay, I'm going to work on that.
Could you summarize what you've achieved in just 4 or 5 words?
I'm really proud to see that children are enjoying learning English. Because you can't learn something that you don't love or that you don't enjoy. So I think that's one of my biggest achievements, to give people the opportunity to enjoy learning a language.